Okay.
Can't be here, unfortunately.
Why?
I'm going to have to ask you to leave this way.
Nah, I'm walking that way.
You can't. It's
I'm
close
doing
set,
it.
mate.
Alright.
Lulu, he's recording me.
Yep, I am. Feel free to follow me.
I just got to make sure you don't go anywhere you're not meant to, sir.
I'm public here.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, is it? Right.
I'm just here to make sure you don't
Stay
go
there all day if you want.
to make sure you're not in any way you shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to stay here.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Fine. If it's private, the landlord can get the police out. It's a civil matter. So I can't see any signs saying private property. You show me the sign saying private property. It looks like it's public accessible. Looks like it's a place people walk through. Can't see any signs saying private.
I'm not disagreeing that this is a public
Yeah.
walkway.
Well, there you go. And I'm on the public walkway. Right. Well, I'm fine then, aren't I? No, I'm staying here.
For the next 2 days.
Say again.
It's private property for the next 2 days, so
No, it's not.
classed as trespassing.
Right.
mate.
Well, that's fine. Get the police.
If you just move down the bottom there
No,
for
I'm
us, mate.
staying here.
Just go down the bottom for
No,
us,
I'm
please.
staying here. Sorry.
If you just move down the bottom for us, it's
can
private
repeat
property
that.
now, mate. For the
Right.
next 2 days, private
Right.
property, it's trespassing.
Okay. Well, then it's a police matter. I'll wait here for the police. I do this all the time. Don't bother me.
Fair dues, mate.
Yeah.
But that's what it's classed as. Classed as
Right.
trespassing, mate.
That's fine.
It's private property for the next 2 days.
That's fine. Ooh. Yeah.
personal use?
Yeah, I just do it for YouTube.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You lived in Bradford long?
Hmm?
You lived in Bradford long?
I'm just down the road.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I go film most things. So it's
Okay.
like I was the other day, they were filming, you know, that riot girl, women, keep calling it right. It's not BBC, but it's for the BBC, but not. But people are interested. It's one of them feminist
This one
things.
those things. It was your hobby. It's your hobby.
Yeah, well, I just go around anything. Most of the time, it's you know them pro-Palestinian protests.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. And you see, it's they kick off, and that's what gets seen first.
Didn't they kick off?
But we went, and it's been in national news. They've all used my footage. Daily Mail. It was like quite a shock to see it. Have you heard of that Posey Parker?
No.
She does. If you go online, I think she's classed as anti-trans, and she does these speeches in different places. She goes around the world.
Yeah.
Called Let Women Speak. What she does is she has a group of she just invites them just to come up and talk.
Right.
And there was a group, you know, that Antifa lot and all that. They're basically really left wing. They turned up. And one of them threw soup over, and I was just turning the camera on. I'm the only one who filmed it happen. And so if you go in the Daily Mail,
Yeah.
you'll see you only get a tiny little credit. I mean, they don't pay you anything, but
It was an interest. We know we can't do nothing. You're on public land.
I know. I mean, tomorrow it's going to pour down, and I'm just standing here. I mean, it's like,
is it, you're not doing any harm? That's what we say.
yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
a bit. It's just some people might find it interesting, but most it's I mean, I know, you know it, the note happens for hours and they just do it was like that with the when they were doing that TV thing. I mean, for a film you can understand you'll take forever to do a scene, but God, for a TV thing, literally I was there 2 hours just for to get in the car, close the door, and that was it. And you're thinking, it's a bit, and she was going, oh, you're spoiling the story, and I thought, all you've done is got in the car. Literally, that was it. And it was like got like 2 views or something. It was like dullest thing ever. But that was in Halifax,
Yeah.
which obviously it's just down there. Oh no, it was Headland Bridge just past Halifax.
Oh, okay.
And then they did it again 2 days later in Halifax.
Yeah.
But they seem to do a lot in Headland Bridge. I think there's a few writers there, but I'm guessing you've got this because it looks like it's well, I suppose I don't know if I think I've been in there. I didn't realise they closed it down. I'm sure I went in there for computer some parts years ago.
This has been...
It's supposed to be protected. It's a shame the blight rot.
I think the top, I think the roof is listed.
Yeah.
It's a grade 2 listed roof.
What is it owned by the council? I'm assuming it's
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Oh,
okay.
it's scandalous, isn't it? Really, because
I
that
mean,
would be quite a nice building for something.
I mean, it's massive inside.
Yeah, you turn it
I mean,
into for
it's
somewhere
been-
around here.
It's been destroyed. Obviously, all the I've had
Everyone,
all
yeah.
all the copper pipes have been ripped out.
And I didn't realise it had been shut down because I'm sure that was, I mean, maybe it wasn't the sports because I was looking online, I thought, it said, oh, it's, but, and I thought, can't be. And it's just, see, this is what bugs me about councils, they don't spend the money where they
Well,
should.
evidently, I don't know, I'm not from around it, so they closed this one down, and literally a mile or 2 miles down the road they built a big one.
Yeah,
So,
but this could have been, you know what I mean, converted to a restaurant or something.
we were
I mean,
saying
it's
that
quite
earlier.
a nice place because of that. I mean, I don't know if I've hit the air zone. That's what I'll have to check, but I'll have to remember that. But
I don't think you have
I
yet.
think I don't know if because I thought I snuck around. But anyway, but yeah, you're coming down here, and it's sort of a nice spot. You could somebody make a fortune. Although these days, no one wants business now. Everything's vandalised.
This building is totally, we can see all the glass.
Yeah, and it's
All
a
the way
shame.
around, inside is totally destroyed.
But if you did it up, I bet some git would burn it down.
I mean, all the copper pipes have been ripped out.
Yeah. Well, you know what the big thing is to steal, because I watched a few YouTubers and they've been reporting it. You know these, where they charge cars up.
Oh yes.
They rip out the copper from that massive pipe. You think it'd be the most dangerous thing going, hitting live cables, but there's so much copper in them. That's what they're going for. But
No, so all the copper pipes, all the water pipes in there have totally been ripped out. Obviously de-stripped and ripped and everything.
I mean, you've been going around the country, all sorts of places, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been everywhere.
When's it going out? Which I enjoyed the first one was great. The second one wasn't too bad.
It was mediocre.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It felt like they rushed it, but it's still not a bad one.
No.
I mean, the first one, but I always think sometimes when they do it on a budget, they usually do a better job. It's when they've got too much money and they just blow it, and that's the
Right.
trouble. But
This one should be. This one's interesting.
what is it, going straight to cinema or?
Yes, yeah, I thought so.
Because these days everything's Netflix, and that's the trouble.
You're
Well,
right.
no, I mean, it's,
You're right what you say.
well, that's been a disaster because I think they thought that was going to be the saviour, and it's stuffed up a lot of them.
I think over COVID, I think it screwed a lot of people around, didn't it?
Yeah,
And
but-
they made a lot of money in COVID. A lot of money.
yeah, that's when it went wild. But I ain't bother. But yeah, it's movies that you see. The problem is that it's like when they gave away CDs on, just gave them away. It devalued them. People don't see any value in movies. They don't even see any problems in pirating them anymore. They've become worthless, and it's a shame. And I mean, it's like, and I don't know if because I could see. I mean, like Hollywood, you just wonder how long because the films seem to be making a loss these days, but then again, they're blowing millions.
I think what they do is they put it in cinema for such a little period of time now, and then after that, everything's digital, isn't it? Everything's straight onto Netflix, and you can rent it for like 12 quid.
Well, the problem is cinemas are shutting down, and that means, and you see, and the trouble is again, because I used to work. Are you around here?
No, we're Friday.
Well, I used to work in a cinema called the ABC in Leeds.
Right.
They've pulled it down. It was a shame the roof went, and but they've never rebuilt. It's just an empty space. If you go through Leeds, you'll just see it's been like. But anyway, and we was told, and I don't know if it's true. The manager said what the system is they only give the films to the ones that charge the most because they get the percentage back.
That's right.
And that's the trouble. And since that's happened, that they've just pushed up the prices more and more. So I don't think people go now.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I mean, it was even when we were charging £2, people thought that was expensive. That long ago. And when you've got them charging £14, yeah, it's great if you got maybe the major one, but it's killing it.
Some people pay £14 a month. That gives you endless
for
the whole month.
Well, there's an app now. I say.
Oops.
So is all the filming inside then? Because it looks like, I thought with the lights being shot in.
So it makes it look like it.
Yeah, light and all that.
Yeah, I think so.
So you won't have problems tomorrow when it's raining? No, it said it's bad weather tomorrow.
I mean, some places have had 1 month's rain in a day.
Yeah, it's been dreadful.
It's horrendous.
Yeah. Like I say, I don't think it's too bad tomorrow. We've got a student protest we're filming in Leeds. They've just started again.
Really?
Well, it's getting fun again because I don't know if you know, they all had these campsites.
Yes.
And they went, we'll stay forever. As soon as the summer holidays kicked in, they literally all went. Some of them had legal things, like Sheffield, I think, took court orders out.
Right.
But they've set up in Sheffield, they're only claiming to stay till the end of the month.
Yeah.
They've set one up in the park now. Leeds have said they're setting one up, but they said that months ago. And so tomorrow's going to be interesting. Will they? Because they said in September they'd start it. Really? But I don't know if they will or not. And they put themselves in a little, position where they've claimed it, and if they don't, they're going to look daft. But it's all hoo-ha.
You're going to be there grabbing that, are you?
Well, we're filming what they do is they just normally walk around Leeds Uni for an hour. Sometimes it's dull. Sometimes you see they try and break into the building. So you've got all the So it's funny because all the security in the uni run around chase it and then the police because obviously it gets a bit tricky. But then the last time they were planning on staying in the building, they literally walked in, stayed 10 minutes and walked out cheering, pretending
they'd won.
Yeah, they haven't done anything. And it's like, but they are quite funny to watch because they're all but then we have the Leeds ones and they've got in the news because they keep doing silly things. They're walking through. If you look in the papers, my mate filmed it. I was just around the corner. They were doing Nazi salutes, and it was and that hit all the papers.
Mate.
Yeah. So because I've only got a small channel. My mate's got a massive one. Yeah. Well, there's two. But if you ever go online, go in News Now Yorkshire, you'll see him.
News
Now Yorkshire.
News Now Yorkshire.
Yeah, you'll find his and Marty B. They've got massive ones.
Have they?
Yeah. I've just got tiny because I don't know if you've seen the others. They're all friends with Charlie Veach.
Channel 15.
Because if you look, there's Charlie Veach and all sorts, quite a few of them. There's one bloke, I went on Saturday, most boring thing going. He must have gone to. No, I went Sunday.
Yeah.
You know the Labour conference.
Yes.
Last year I went to the Manchester one for Conservatives. Oh, it's great. It's sunny. They're all protests out. Everyone were dancing and stuff.
You're on channel 15, mate.
That's something else they play with. They all come with radios, do the other guys. So if you ever.
Went on the table.
You want to get them all scrambled because all the YouTubers listening.
No, coffee table.
All the YouTubers listening on the radios. I can't be bothered, but they're all thinking that because there's sometimes they come round and they start listening in. So if you ever see them, some of them got the earpiece and everything. I can't be asked with that, but.
No.
Marty is there now. He's saying that's the guy. The other one, Marty, is saying because they have drones. I can't be asked. Well, yeah. You see, you're lucky because they'll be flying the drones all over.
Yeah, well,
but I don't think they're coming today, and I don't think they'll bother.
It's not that. I mean, you get nothing inside. Just inside.
No,
so.
but they like to. You see, it's like some of them go round the industrial estates and they fly over.
Yes. I like the channels I'm on, sort of thing, and follow them. DJ
yeah, that's the one. He normally actually watches these live shows of mine. They know him better. I've not met him, but they have.
Yeah, and there's a couple of one DJ Audit. There's another one that does a lot around the police station.
Yeah, Marty B has, although I don't think he's allowed to anymore. A lot used to, but I think all the police are cottoned. I think the police have cottoned on now.
They have.
It's like the industrial estates. You still get them, not realising. But most of them now come out and go, yeah, come round and film, and it's like. That's it. They know it now. But
yeah, I mean, as I said, I know your rules. You know your rules.
Yeah.
Obviously you're on public.
Well, I always I always think that I don't mind moving if you're filming direct. I don't want to make it because some people are not, and they'll just do it. But I can't be bothered with that. But I just think it might be.
Get a bit of footage. We can't stop you because you're in private. We don't
yeah.
understand that.
Well, I always think it's just a bit of to be honest. It's in some ways it's a good advert for your film.
Exactly.
I mean, because people will. I mean, to be honest, I don't think people are that interested in that riot work because I noticed, and I don't know if I was suspicious. The day after, they went and put all the cast lists for that show because they're sort of, and I don't think people, because it's one of them things where, well, let's put it this way, middle-aged women. It's set now, not even in the 70s.
Yeah.
Set up a punk band. I'm thinking, yeah, I can understand set in the 70s, but set in today's time,
no chance.
And it just doesn't sound. But I think it's one of these. But she's a famous writer who's done it. She's done the other things, so I think she's somebody that if she goes to the Beeb and just says that, whatever, they'll go, yeah, we'll give you this. But I think it. But the trouble is, it's like. The TV's worse than films. I think people are less. It's much harder.
Yeah, I mean we've done a few productions. Yeah, I mean that come out on BBC Two.
Yeah.
Spent on that lot, and yeah,
it's a shame in some ways.
They keep it. They're keeping it running, and they're trying BBC Two and all that. They're trying to do their best.
Well, I mean, my
Netflix and stuff. It's quite hard, isn't it?
Well, I always think if it were me, I'd go down the lines of you keep. Maybe Radio 4. That'd be like, because I mean I always think the one thing they don't put money in is the rate. I mean, you think people make radio shows for the internet, and they don't. It's the one market untapped. But you'd think they'd make more money, the Beeb, doing it like Netflix.
Yep, totally.
Because the trouble now, and I always think it is that. You're having to make programs to fill in all the gaps.
That's right.
Instead of just making, a few programs that, because it's like all day long you're just filling up with stuff, and that's not cheap running all that. And some of them presenters are a fortune.
It's not. They are not.
But it's like most people now just go on YouTube and it's background noise. I mean, it's like a lot of stuff I do. I don't think anyone watches. It's just the background noise to listen to. But that's it. I'm being truthful. It's
you got a few followers. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
But it's just. But I think people just like to just turn it on while they're cleaning up.
This means a lot to some people. Some people.
Oh well, yeah.
Some people it annoys. because obviously what they've done to it, and some people are quite interested in it.
Well, I think this might, because it's a film that people will watch.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was one film I was going to watch when it comes out, this would be it.
Yeah.
Because there's not, I mean, all the others you look at advertised, you're going, look, none of them sound that exciting.
No.
And I see them, and you see the clips. It was like biggest disappointment this year, and they've cancelled it. Is that one for? And one of my favourite films is that Time Bandits. And I saw the clip of that, and I would just thought that does not. And they've cancelled it, and I thought, no wonder.
Do you get how much money they spent on that though?
Yeah, and they're blowing money like crazy, and you're just thinking,
Then Apple TV is another one that's up and coming. There's a lot of money. We do a lot of work, and obviously a lot of that's coming up and coming, I must admit.
But I think they'll all be free in the end. I think that's the way you do it, because there's one, and I've got on the app, and I forget, and they've got loads of films on it. And I think what they'll do is you just do it from adverts.
That's right. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, a lot of the films are coming out, and there's more and more free things like not Netflix, but IBC and all that all coming out.
Yeah.
You can get them all free anyway. And they're not charged for, you know what I mean?
And I tell you what always impressed me on Netflix with the Chinese films. They blew me away, and they just seem to be wiping the floor with the American ones.
Really?
Yeah, they just, because I think they just stick to the entertainment. I mean, you can have woke, because Hollywood's always been woke, but I think they've forgotten to be the entertainment part.
Yes.
And that's a shame. I mean, you can go back. I mean, you could argue, I mean, look at Star Trek, that's probably the wokest show, but it was entertaining. Yeah. And they knew they got in the great cast and everything. And now it's just, you know, I used to love Star Wars. I used to joke that. I used to say, the most upsetting thing would be dying to miss all the new ones. I fell asleep in one of them. I watched the first, you've got the originals, and they made the female. I still enjoyed them.
And they go back, and they go back.
Well, I just can't understand it. And you're just thinking, they're just bonkers. And it has to be, they're convinced of it.
They go like, literally, they went forward, didn't they? And then all of a sudden
I've
they go
stopped
back,
watching
and then
them.
back again, back again, before he was even born.
Well, you know what makes me like the best one is, and he makes them entertaining. There's a guy called Babyface something, I forget his name. If you go on YouTube, but he just reviews that, but it's so funny when he does it. And apparently the Hollywood hate him. He's English. Yeah. Babyface, I forget what it is, but he is. He just it's when he has he has this flip, it gets really angry. I cry my eyes out because he makes. You almost want them to make these bad shows just to listen to him kick off.
Yeah.
Because they made one in Canada, and it was a funny set because it was Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
But they made this Canadian version where it's set in this block of flats. She's black female. All they do is go out on the rob, and it's like and it just. The way, he reviewed, I was crying. I mean, I think probably everyone watching his review and not watching the show. But, yeah, it's just...
Watch his show, watch his review, he's funny.
Yeah, oh, he's funny. But... What time are you finishing? 6? Because normally they do some... So you've got the lights, so you can just carry on, can't you, really? I mean, it's like when I was there, that TV one, I thought, they'll finish at about 4. Because I was shooting outdoors, and I went, oh no, just whack the lights on, and they're quite, I mean, these days, they're quite...
A lot of them, they make it look like morning sun, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm surprised you can get it all done in 2 days, but...
It's just a little bit, innit?
Is that it?
It's
you see, you'd think a lot of it would just you just get somebody to film it with a normal camera, then digitise it and whack it on. I'm surprised people don't do that now.
You'd be surprised.
Because it would be much easier. Because all these things it's like they did that with the Star Wars thing. They just now have a studio where you just got a backdrop with it all digitised.
Everything.
And everything you can just just come in.
Yeah.
So you send a camera crew, film everything. Whack it into the digital artist, Bob's your uncle, and you must.
Fair, that's it's not cheap though, to be fair, because
obviously
it's like any film. We'll have a digital artist behind, and then he'll mix it together. He'll add a bit of sprinkle and his magic, and it becomes a film. But yeah, that's so expensive. So if we wanted to block something out, say, I don't know, that like lighting tower was in the way, they'd have to take that lighting tower out.
Oh yeah, they do that on the thing, don't
they? It depends on how many frames a second. So if you're using, say, 35 frames a second, he's got to go in there 35 times within that second and blank it out.
But
and just think you've got a minute or 30 seconds, how long that takes to
But in a
blank
few
one out.
years, you'll just press a
Oh, yeah,
button.
boop, and it
AI,
disappears,
yeah.
mate.
I mean, it's like a lot of them now. It's all AI.
Oh.
I mean, it won't be long. I mean, that's going to be the danger of these things. You'll just
Oh,
go
my
in.
God.
I mean, I've seen they only do like 3 or 4 second clips, but even though some of them on AI,
It's horrendous.
yeah,
It's horrendous,
looks
it is.
realistic, and it's
Yeah,
like,
it does.
I mean, I just wonder. I could see within a couple of years, because there's this couple of studios, they're getting people in now just to scan in all the films, and I think the plan is, I don't know, well, they're saying they don't know exactly if they'll just produce a story or they'll actually do the things, but I mean, it's
I
like,
mean, everything's getting more expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, all equipment's getting more expensive, locations are getting more expensive, and everything.
but you think the equipment would be cheaper because it's small and it's like you can almost, I mean, like that lighting rig, I reckon a few years ago you'd have had to have serious loads of lights and all sorts, but they just reduce everything down to a really pound.
But yeah, it's still
Yeah.
still ridiculously expensive. I mean, look at the unit. I mean, it all comes at a cost, doesn't it? We come at a cost. Yeah, I mean, everything, all the easy ups.
But you know what's funny? There's less staff here than on that TV production. You should have seen them all the security, there was hundreds. And it was like, I mean, maybe you've got the same amount, but you're a film, not a TV show.
No,
and
you're
think,
right, you're right.
and I couldn't believe how many crew they had just to do that, and it's like, you know, and it's because they're doing it all, you know, health. I don't know if you do it. Oh God, the health and safety thing, that to have like several meetings.
We have our own health and safety coordinator.
Did you have a big meeting? That's what they did, and they didn't even have radios by the looks of it. They were going steady on, and they were all saying, "But watch the road," and they were just shouting at each other. And I never saw one single radio. Yeah,
we've got radios. We're all sort of radioed up and stuff like that for getting health and safety. All the crew have all got radios on and stuff like that. So it's all down to safety at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The Americans are the best at it, I believe. I mean, they're amazing.
Well, they're scared to be sued. I mean,
yeah, agreed.
Well,
yeah.
years ago, somebody told me that, but this is how serious they get things, is that she scratched her hand at work straight, and she wanted plastic surgery for this little scratch. But that was somebody, I think it was social services who actually got the money, and that, but you just wouldn't think of it here. But that's America, you see. It's just complete. It's like it's a whole different world.
Yeah, but when they film over here, they're just so good. You know what I mean? You're right. They don't want to be sued, but no, shouldn't that should be the same? Doesn't make a difference what country you're in. Yeah, because it's safety at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're different levels, I suppose.
Although sometimes I always think it's like when you see, you don't see it as much. For a while, that you had all the bus drivers drive around in high-vis vests, and you're thinking, what's the point? But they scrapped that. I saw that for about a few months, but then they stopped it, and I thought, yeah, it's a bit OTT unless they're getting off the buses, because it's like near me. And I just think it's ridiculous. You see school kids walking through the woods in high-vis vests. I'm thinking, what's the point? They're not going to get lost. They'll run over. What's the car going to run through the woods? And I saw one kid, and I almost thought about sticking up for him if there was on the ground and a teacher. And I was going to say to the teacher, what is the point? But I thought, I'll get into trouble with that. I just thought, I better not. They'll be upset with me. But I did think it was quite right. I thought he had more sense than the teachers.
Yes.
I mean, all right, I can understand on the main road, even though I think that's still a bit daft, because, I mean, I think most cars can see a group of kids. I mean, I don't go down the road and go, I'll just drive on the pavement. Oh, look, there's some kids there, never noticed them before. No.
Sure.
Are you all staying local and hotels?
Everywhere. You know what I mean? Nowhere in Bradford.
At least this is a nice area, Bradford. Well, it's not too bad.
No.
It's easy. At least, and you're on the motorway as well once you finish. You're straight off.
Yeah, there's
I guess you've got scouts that look for these types of buildings.
I think, don't quote me on it, but I think there's I don't know what it's called, I think it's film fixers or something like that. And then they literally, the production, they just give you a list of everything. And they have all the councils to say, yeah, well, this is up for rent. That rugby club could be up for rent.
I bet they charge a lot as well. Because you think they just go, because in some ways you think they just say, yeah, have it free because it'll be a bit of we'll make some money in the back of the
Free?
no, because they'll make someone who's got, because you'll get loads of tourists come to this.
Yeah.
Once it goes, it's like even Prince of Thieves still gets, I mean, that's an old film,
Yes.
and they still go up there to the rocks and stuff.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, where there's like I forget, it's somewhere over in Yorkshire. Well, is it Yorkshire? The where the waterfalls are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
still
I've never
there.
watched the film. I should do.
No, I've never.
But yeah, all these places. I mean, you go down. Where they filmed Last of the Summer Wine. I mean, look at that. That'll get tourists for years to come. And this will be, everyone's going to come past here once that film goes out. I mean, that'll be a nightmare for them because they're going to have cars stopping. They'll know, and I don't know how they'll handle the traffic once it goes out. So it'll become fun. Because it's one of them films that will go play and play and play. I mean, there's a lot of films you don't see ever again. It's a shame.
I mean, yeah, trying to find a DVD for 28 days later. It's horrendous.
But no
It's
one
not
makes
fun,
them anymore, do they
that's
now?
right. Yeah, I mean,
It's just too
we
much
managed to
money.
we managed to find one. You know what I mean? 'Cause obviously we've got Danny Boyle and all that lot to sign him and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice little memorandum for us. You know what I mean?
Well, it's decent if they do sign it and
They
stuff.
do. I mean, yeah.
I mean, most of them probably be decent. I mean, you'll just get one that.
No,
I mean,
to be fair, I mean, Danny Boyle's been amazing. Yeah, he signed it. He's obviously not on this one, but yeah, he signed it. Not a problem at all. And yeah, he was always integrates with the general public and stuff like that. So no, very, very good ambassador for the film industry. I must admit, very good. He'd always come up and speak to people and give him a moment of his time. He was a very busy man, but he will stop and talk to people. And I know other people that won't even bother.
Oh, I
It's
know.
just horrendous.
Well, that's why sometimes you always think, do you really want to see your heroes? Because sometimes they can turn out to be really unpleasant. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I forget his name. It was English years ago. One of them Hollywood actors who went from, I think he turned out to be, he might have been gay. Going back to the 40s.
Right.
What's his name? He was in all the comedies and.
I don't
Oh God, I'm terrible at names.
I'm terrible. You know what I mean?
But he turned out, I've saw film clips of him, and he seemed like the same in real life as it was on the. So I thought that was nice because some of them.
Some people are, some people.
I'm always dropping stuff. I'm surprised it still works after all these. But I've had it a couple of years. I've smacked this around, and yeah, it's. I'll turn it off. It's all the same, isn't it? You're not going to say anything. I just thought, you see, my mate wanted, I was dropping, Marty, I was, the massive YouTuber, he was dropping stuff off in Dewsbury, and I said, I'll pop in on the way, because I read about it, but sometimes you can read about things, and it's never, it's like the books and places in, when they were filming that, Riot Women, it was in different locations, even though in the papers this road's been closed, and it wasn't. And you just think, well, I mean, like I said, tomorrow there's that protest, so I just thought, we'll just it's just interesting just to see the camera gear. I mean, I saw the lights, I thought, they're definitely filming inside.
Oh, right, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. Never go outside at all.
No.
Yeah, it's all covered up.
No, you might even get it all done today. Sometimes when they book it for 2 days, sometimes they say, we've got it all done in one.
We've done that before.
Yeah.
And literally, it's hard for us, and then we're like, okay, we're moving now.
Well, was it bad weather today? Because I woke up today and I thought, it's supposed to be nice and sunny, and it was raining.
I thought it was meant to get a month's rain in a day. It was meant to have a yellow,
Some
an amber
places
weather
are,
warning
yeah.
for Yorkshire and that.
Yeah.
We're meant to have an amber weather warning.
Well, yesterday was supposed to be bad because my mate came. She was helping one of her mates move, and she says, do you look after the dogs for a couple of hours, which I knew it was going to be longer than 2 hours. Because I thought, there's no way. Apparently she only had a few things, but there's no way. I thought you've mistimed that one. And it said it was going to pour down, and I sat there and I thought, and I walked around with bags of wet weather gear, dry as anything. I thought, well, that was a waste of time. Yeah.
I think we're going to get it. At some point, I must admit. You're right, probably tomorrow.
Only spitting, so you should be okay. I don't think it'd even. I think it said.
We'll get wet.
Well, Bradford's slightly higher up, you see. If you look how high up you are, this is that's the only trouble. It's like if you go to Ilkley Moor, you can go up there. It can be really grotty because it's high up.
Yeah,
While you go down there, you'll be dry as anything, and that's the trouble. Because that's the thing about Bradford. You keep going up there, you're going higher and higher, and you don't realise it. And you can go that side. It can be warm as anything. Straight up there, it can be snowing awful.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to a few locals I've been here.
Yeah.
Told me a bit about the history of the place. And
I'm from Leeds, so it's just yeah, but it's only around the corner, really.
It's not bad, it's not too far.
No.
Not too far. Cool, well, I'll let you crack on with your film.
Yeah, I won't be much longer.
Take care.
Alright, so if you go on, if you want to see it, Street Hawk, but
Street Hawk.
yeah, just it's if you can't find it, type in Leeds pro-Palestine protest. That usually brings it up. Alright, I'll see you later. See you. Yeah, it's 28 weeks later. Oh no, don't worry. No, because that's your job, and you know what I mean. I on purposely don't get in the way. If you said, oh, you know what I mean, if they're filming directions, just tell me to sod off. But I don't want a car's hassle. That's why I'm stood here. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to pinch anything. But the thing is, these days you'll always get YouTube. But most people you can, they'll go. But if you see somebody doing a YouTube, just it ain't worth a hassle, because some of them really are. I mean, some might bring drones, but it's like they'll just fly it for 5 minutes because the batteries don't last that long. So if you ever see them with a drone, just go 5 minutes. I mean, they did film in Leeds, but there was a film there. But I think most of the time it's like here inside the set. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, if there was any misunderstanding, I would just...
Oh no, don't worry. Because that's what I do if I was you. Just because it will for most people. Because you don't want people in crowds anyway, bugging you and stuff. I mean, it's tomorrow if there's something else to film, but yeah, it's just. I mean, no, it's gonna happen. It's all inside anyway. Yeah. But no, that's it. I mean, it's like. I mean, I'm surprised actually I haven't got a few people, but because it was in the papers. That's why I'm surprised. I thought, you'd have. Normally, when you come to things like this, you see 5 or 6 people stood watching, and I'm surprised you haven't. Because
we've had a few today. We have had a few. Obviously, that's why we got to say, because obviously we're here for the security for the film. There's also another security which is security for this place, and they won't. Obviously, we don't want them to come and not get us understanding of this.
Yeah. So, I'm surprised. I'm sure I've been there years ago. I'm surprised it wasn't this day.
Some of the crew have.
Well, years ago there was. I mean, going back maybe before year 2000, I bought some computer gear. There was like, and I thought that can't be shut down, and that's because. Yeah, it's scandalous, isn't it? They just let buildings and then they'll go, oh, we haven't got any money, and they could have sold that for a fortune. Yeah. Bradford. Anyway.
That's what it is, but yeah. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, I'll be getting off soon because, what time do you make it?
Let me have a look.
Because I'm just waiting for the traffic to go. There's nothing worse. I'd say if you go in, don't drive through the peak traffic.
7 minutes past 4.
It's going to get bad. Yeah, if you ever leave here, avoid the well, you're on the motorway, aren't you? Yeah, don't drive that. You won't believe how bad it is. It's the worst. It's like just going from Bradford to Leeds is just a few miles, and traffic's dreadful. It's the worst place going. Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's all bad round here, traffic, and it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
But no, but at least you're straight onto the motorway.
Yeah.
But
yeah, have a nice day, sir.
You too. Alright, cheers.
Any questions, please?
Alright, no problem. Yeah, don't worry. Cheers. No, it wasn't Charlie Chaplin. It was the it weren't gay. I don't think we're going to see much. Oh God, this is dull. It's all inside. Yeah, it's 28 years later. I thought it was going to be riot women. So I went in there years ago, and you bought that's why I'm shocked at the state. I bought computer gear in there, an old computer. I think it was a 286. I lent it to somebody, and she's never given me back, and she moved. It was this old laptop. It was really nice, DOS based. I'm gutted actually. I just remembered that. Yeah, it's Richard Dunn, Bradford. I'll have to put that in the description later. I'm hoping I've avoided the silly air zone thing with the traffic. Look how bad it is over there. Oh dear. So that's Bradford down there. So you can see how high up we are. You go out there, it's really high up. That's why the weather sucks up there. So if you ever live in Bradford, or come through Bradford, if you live that side, or go in the countryside, it's really bad for when the weather's bad. You go down there, it can be sunny and hot. I mean, you can see, I don't know if you can see how high up we are, but that's it's quite nice in Bradford. People slate it, but I like Bradford. I bet that's in the film, that what do you call it, ice cream van. I bet they drive around in that. I'm looking forward to it. It's only 28. So a lot of films these days suck. I mean, I didn't mind the last one. The first one was great. Second one too bad. But I think they're too much money, and the trouble is when they got loads of money they don't get as creative. So I'm surprised. It'll be interesting to see how they do the third one, because I thought they ended it with the second one. Unless they do it, oh no, they won't be doing it in between. This is like years on. There you see people coming home from school this way. It's not bad, it's Bradford.
Are you just watching a film?
Yeah, have you ever seen this TV films? When days later,
yeah,
they're
28 years out.
Yeah, but it's inside, so I don't think you're gonna. I don't think there's any famous people. I'm just gonna stay a few more minutes. I just thought.
I don't know if we're
But take a picture of that. Can you see that? I bet that'll be in it. The old-fashioned. There's no way they've come in that, so that must be part of the film. So, if so if you sneak it out, well, I mean, you're allowed here anyway. They try because it's a public place. But I think they had people before. They usually try it on and say, "Oh no, it's private, blah blah blah." I don't know. I know the old. Yeah. But can you see the light straight inside the film inside? But it's a shame they've left that building like that. Years ago, I've been inside. I'm sure where they sold computer parts and stuff. Yeah. That's Bradford Council fee, isn't it? But I mean, that'd be a restaurant or something. You make a fortune. But what you want to do is all the tourists will come soon, so you've got to work out and get some t-shirts made up. They'll make a fortune. That'll be what everyone will do. There'll be people making a fortune out of this building. But yeah, I don't think they're doing it tomorrow as well. But I don't think there's anyone famous. I think they're just filming. He said, well, I don't think anyone is unless they'd say that. But they're probably here all till 6, or if not later. No, it seems to be happening. I should have asked if they'd let me go inside, but they'd
Oh,
probably.
we're considering it.
Yeah, I've been a bit. Yeah. Yeah, if you're cheeky, it might be worth you asking it. But yeah, that's bloke I was chatting to him as the security. I think he was in charge because the others were saying no, and he came and says, well, you know the scar.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're allowed it. I mean, they might say it, but this is. I mean, there's no even sign saying can't walk. Even if there was, it's only. Oh, does it? Like I walked across the grass. That was naughty. But I mean, it's like. Nah, well, it's they can't. You see, it's the worst they can do is get the police in or something. But then it's a civil matter. It's like, you know what I mean, it's open, but technically it's public, and I'm not even sure. I mean, they might not even have the authority to close it, but they are. A lot of these places do try and close things, but as long as you're not making it pay of yourself, I think they're usually okay. But it's getting a bit chilly now. I'm not sure I can be bothered, but it's like. I'm hoping maybe that I don't think they'll leave that ice cream van because it'd be nice to take a picture of it closer. I might actually ask him to film it, but I mean, sometimes it doesn't harm. The worst they can say is no, but I mean that lad that became. Oh look, they're coming out. So I don't know how long they'll film for, because these days they can film all night long with the lights, can't they? But, yeah, just today. I mean, they might finish today, but they are booked for tomorrow as well. I mean, if you know the area, you might be able to sneak in, but we'll have security all night long, I guarantee it, but you never know. At least in film, yeah, get that. That's the most important. See, you can get a bit. I mean, it's not private, is it? You see, but. Zoom in, make sure you zoom in on it. Oh, dear. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, could be part of the thing. I mean, it could be one of the guys, because I think that car park looks like it's there, so I don't know. I mean, they might drive that. But you see, I think I don't think it might be, because I've got a feeling they're shooting through and they just want to capture the van outside. But you never know, it might be. You might as well take a picture of it that way if it's there. You've got I don't think they'll have many more scenes, because I think the film most of the film by now. So I was going to go down south, but I didn't know what days it was doing, because that was where it was all happening. But no, it's getting chilly now. That's the only trouble this side of Bradford, isn't it? You're so high up. Go down there, but it's lovely and warm. But I've always known that it's like when it snows, this side always gets it worse. There's nothing worse than this. It's like you need a 4x4 up here. You don't realise how high up it is. I'm from Leeds, and it's like, it's weird, it's driving up and up. Yeah. Been funny if you saw some famous actors, but I thought that's why I thought I'll come down just in case, but I came a bit late. Yeah, I think they've so they're not coming over to Castles. They ran straight up to me before. I was sneaky, so I walked up that grass. I thought, there's a security down there, and I thought, well, there's nothing in between. But no. Might be, yeah. I'll have a sneaky film of them as I leave then. I mean, most of the staff here just look like security, I think. Before I go, I might walk up just to have a sneaky film. Worst is, at least I've filmed it by the time I get there. Yeah. The moment I go, you know, all the famous people turn up. That's the trouble. I'm getting bored though. Trouble is, it's like going back this time, it's peak traffic. So, oh dear. I'll tackle this. No, it's happened for an hour. I think it's all inside, they said.
Yeah.
So you're not...
They probably film the majority of the scenes like, during morning afternoon time.
Well, it's all inside, so you wouldn't know. They're probably filming now. That's the trouble. I don't know if you can get round the back. I'd imagine it's all shut off. Oh, at least the sun's coming out a bit. It's getting cold. No, it's... You're better off with a drone. That's it. At least you can have a quick look around. That's what one of my mates said. He said, "Oh, shame I haven't got the drone." She's getting fed up, I think, too. That road. Ugh. Might film the cars, got no else to film. Oh God, this is dull. Yeah, you're right, they are dusty, aren't they? And get the stand out. Did you? I'll tell you the best one to have gone to. I don't know if you caught it in Bradford. They did that set in World War II. I think it's coming out on Netflix. It's got Oprah Whitney in. They did. It was the other side where it's all a bit run down, and they just set up like proper World War II posters, everything. That was the best one. I mean, they pulled the film set down within like minutes, but if you're quick, you could run through and film it. But that was actually the better one. So it was a proper film set. You didn't see anyone famous. Well, I don't know if they did have anyone famous. Saw loads of acting, but I think they'd seem to film these things where the main actors are done inside, and then it's just the spares that. Oh yeah, they've got more cars down there. No, it's not. You're in public. But it is. Yeah. We're still out, but I won't eat them off. They've been pretty decent. I mean, you could get up and annoy them, but you said they don't want the too much given away. That's what they'll be panicking over. See, my mates, they're more the experts in the law. They're terrible. If you ever, I don't know if you ever seen those dogs and all that. Go on YouTube, you'll see them. They know the law back of their hands. So they quote it. So when people say to them, you can't do this, they go, And it's amazing the knowledge they've got. Oh yeah, don't worry. They've been alright with us because the main car, I think it was the main one, said, oh, you're fine. But I just thought I'll get a few minutes of the cars. When they've been alright, and they're my height, I don't know why. It's when they've been funny with me, that's when I start being a silly sod to them and go walking around and go on then phone the police. I think they're happy if I'm just stood here. It's getting cold though, not sure how much longer I can stay. I don't know if I'm on a sword card, I think I did. Yeah, good job you pointed that out, I'd have missed that. So it'll be interesting tomorrow because if it's raining all the dust will wash off. No, I don't think anyone's here to. I think it's just they're filming inside.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Although if you notice, I think the most famous thing will be the ice cream van there. So if you've got a camera, I'd just take a picture of the ice cream van. But no, they said it's all indoors. But
It's good though. That they're filming it.
well, you know what'll happen is the tourists will come in streets once it's gone. That's what normally happens. I mean, it'll be interesting if Bradford Council spend money on it because you know, I mean, you can't. If it were me, I'd turn that into a restaurant and make money from all the tourists.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's like you look at last year's summer wine. They're still going in the droves up there. There's people go miles. I mean, they come from Japan and all sorts of them there. So this will be. I mean, you can imagine what the traffic's going to be like once the film goes out. I'm surprised actually isn't a big crowd. They said there was a few earlier, but then again, I suppose unless you've read about it, it's not obvious that they're filming.
No, and unless you're a fan of like the franchise. I mean,
But
we've
even
waited
then-
a long time for this, haven't we?
Well, the first one was great. Then I think they had too much money. Usually, what happens is they get a big, massive budget and then just wrap everything else. I didn't mind the second one, but I mean, there's sometimes now I almost dread it when they announce new films because I think it was like when they did. You know, they've cancelled it. One of my favourite Time Bandits.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw a clip of that and I just thought, oh no, you just. And it's like that's what they're all doing. It's like, and I'm just thinking, I hope they don't. You know, but the trouble is, it's like these days. The moment they put it out, it'll be on YouTube, pirated. I mean, that's the trouble. But I was filming the other day in Halifax and Hebden Bridge riot running, but I'm not sure how that's for the BBC.
Oh,
but
is that Sarah Lancashire's one?
yeah, but yeah, it sounds a strange one. They join a punk group, and I thought, oh, it'll be in the 70s, and it's like modern times. I'm thinking, it doesn't sound like the sort of thing you do in modern times, join punk groups.
No, it does kind of.
But the best one, and I don't know if you saw it, was last year, and it was that Netflix. I think it's a Netflix one with Oprah Whitney, and where they did they took over Bradford.
Oh, the one down in Little Germany.
And that was, and if you were quick, because I was there, they completely, the posters were brilliant. I just ran through, and within like 10 minutes they were pulling it all down. I don't know if that was to stop you filming it, or if that's what their rules were, but yeah, that was the best one.
I worked over at Keeper Campus when they were doing, Peaky Blinders, the first series.
Oh, they did that. Was that in Bradford?
It was, Sam Neill. They were down at the.
Yeah, you think it's all in Birmingham, and
They
it
were all
turns
in
out.
Keighley. A lot of people were down at the station because Sam Neill and a couple of the other guests used the college, for like the green room. So we did the food for them. And it was really, really good. But they were so lovely. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I was saying there. They were saying that the guys, they were all looking for, they were struggling to get the DVDs of the film, because they don't make them, because they don't put them signed, the signatures on them. But they said all the, Danny bought that set, they said it was really nice. But
I think the best place to see these kind of people now is at the Comic Cons. I've started doing them.
yeah. I'll tell you what's weird, and I went to one to film, and I had the shock of my life, is, what do you call them, when they do the manga ones and the cartoon ones, I thought it'd be people going in Batman outfits.
No.
And it was weird.
Some of the cosplayers are amazing.
Well, some of them going naff ones. And there's all these kids, what shocked me, and I thought, I can't film this, because it were like loads of like 8-year-old boys in manga, what do you call it, maid outfits, female maid. It's nutty, and the Furbies, they crack me up. You see them, yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of the horror ones because I follow The Walking Dead. But
you'll be looking forward to this then, won't you?
Yeah. Oh, God, I love this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they must be near the end of filming it. They've been doing it for ages.
I love zombies. I'm obsessed with zombies.
Yeah, they're good films. I don't think there's any zombies walking here. They're filming today, but they're doing it tomorrow as well. No, inside. Can you see that light? That's although if you look. Well, I think it's all going to be inside. They might have filmed slightly, because if you look, they've got some. If you look down there, take a sneaky picture. They've got some cars that are painted, covered in dust. So they're clearly. Can you see behind them? Literally, yeah.
These guys just keep everybody around.
Well, they came up and went, but then I said, because I know it. You know what I mean? I said, I'm in public, and they went, oh, it's private, and then this guy says, we know it. Yeah, but it works for most people. So if you look and you see to you, just turn slightly left, and you see there's an 80s car, there's quite a few. It was him who pointed them out. I wouldn't have noticed. But I don't know if, you see the problem they've got is that obviously it rains tomorrow a bit, but it's not heavy, I don't think.
No,
so.
Thursday it's going to be good.
Yeah, but they'll finish. They've only got it today and tomorrow, and sometimes they get it done in 2 days. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's because the building's all. But yeah, I was shocked when I read that it's been. I thought, no, it hasn't, because I came. I mean, admittedly, it's before the year 2000, and I bought an old computer. They had a computer thing, and it was open then, and I thought, yeah. But it's like, I mean, I won't be surprised if Bradford Council, if they're not daft, they'll open it up again, because it'll be money to them, because you're going to get tourists, aren't you?
Sadly, the thing is with this, because kids have got them and it's been so bad.
You can't build anything these days. That's it everywhere. You put anything up and it's vandalised. I mean, my mate, somebody sent him a clip in the, as you drive from Bradford to Leeds, there's the like I said, I can't describe it. There's a McDonald's, and there were some kids, literally, this is how cocky they were and confident. They'd gone in to steal a bike in front of where you buy the McDonald's, and the lad were there saying, "What are you doing?" And because they couldn't steal it, they tried setting it alight, and you're thinking, that's the world you live in now. You can't have anything.
It's scary.
Well, I wouldn't want to shop now. Because all the shops, people just walk in, rob them, and there's anything happens. No. Well, they could, but they choose not to.
It's what you don't know what they're going to do nowadays, do you?
No, you could get stabbed.
You know what I mean?
But do you think the police could come out? But no.
The police are quite restricted though. I mean, it's like these kids on motorbikes.
Yeah.
They're chasing, the kid gets killed. Who's in bother then?
Yeah.
So the police, unfortunately,
Yeah,
they can't
it's a
win.
shame. No, they should be allowed to.
Who?
Maybe they are filming outside, but I can't see it. I think they said, Stuart said it's all indoors, that's why that big lights thing. They might be doing it for tomorrow. I don't think security are going to be impressed now. I know. I think it was alright when I was stood, but they're clearly horror fans.
Just sort of tell us to move on and take photos. If we're just looking,
I don't know what she was on about, grass, but maybe. Yeah. You see, I don't think they'll be as bothered today because they're not filming outdoors much. We're not exactly giving away the film, but I mean, it's like, it's like I said to him, it gives them publicity for the film, and it's not a film that I think it's a film that will be popular. So it's but all the lights are pointing inwards. So unless they plan to film, I mean, they might do. I suppose they'll be able to miss it, but that's the thing. I've got a feeling they might film that outside. You see, they might film outside tomorrow.
Film something down here because they're throwing all grass down on the
Yeah, but it might be tomorrow, you see.
No, because it's windy. There's a lot of people up here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Doing all.
I mean, they can move the gear in quickly, but it could be. I don't know. I mean,
We're chucking over. It's my well, it won't live for long though.
with them cars and stuff, I don't think
No, look at him, he's chucking over stones. Yeah, they make it look.
well, they've only got today and tomorrow. I said to him he's going to. Yeah. Well, I said to him he'll be at school. It might be worth his diving off school. Bunk off school. Tell your teachers.
We're rivals, aren't we?
That's alright.
Have you watched the films? Yeah. They're amazing, aren't they?
Well, the second one wasn't as good as the first.
Oh, the first one. Yeah.
But you say, I always think when they have a small budget, they usually make a better job of things. It's when they start getting massive budgets that spoil things.
Come over here, Sue.
Yeah.
Is this one that's been shot entirely on an iPhone?
Oh, I doubt it.
I'm sure I've read something that's been shot.
I mean, there might be, but I can't. I mean, sometimes they do. They might do just for the effect.
What's he say? I'm gonna say you can't hear a thing anyway.
I don't know, I'm guessing he's taking him back, but I can't hear.
I think we're going to get told off.
everything is private.
What are we going to film next? Are they filming next? You know, with only being 21 people. Right, you're not going to see everything. So you might walk these guys out there. Anybody? No, there.
They've set it up, like I just said to you.
That's just
They've set it up just in case. This scene was meant to take place somewhere else, but they've set it up in case we want to do it. We won't be today, we'll already done it today.
Oh, that's the new model.
Yeah, she's in the bag. She's carrying there.
No, generally the filming off. A lot of filming. They're quite looking, yeah. They use the town hall a lot.
Yeah, she's getting cold.
Is it she?
Yeah.
Is she friendly?
Oh yeah, dead
Hello,
friendly.
baby.
She's just friendly.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, have you got a pet in there?
Yeah.
I didn't see the puppy.
Well, you see, she's got 3 legs, and the trouble is, everyone goes, "Oh, you've been cruel to her, so I'll stick her in there." But otherwise, they think, and she gets fed up. You've got a bit of a look of that James Bond one.
Everybody tells us that.
Yeah, why don't you? I bet you make a fortune as a. Don't you do it as a?
No, past all that now.
No, I'm not surprised.
James Bond is too old to be James Bond now.
No,
Yeah.
no, you.
Could have been.
No, what's his name? What was the guy who was James Bond, the last one? Or is he still the current one?
I know you're talking about, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Craig.
Yeah,
But you could be like one of them people that they hire for parties.
that's what I mean.
Pretend to be him.
Yeah, the lookalikes.
Yeah, seriously, you make a fortune. And plus, also,
The only one that says it, see?
no, also stuntman. You could do that as well, because they're always wanting people to do. I mean, because they won't do all this. Yeah, don't you
Yeah.
think? The James, what was that last James? The one who's James Bond. You know what I mean? I haven't watched.
Daniel.
Daniel
I
Craig.
forget. Yeah, that is it. That one. Don't you think he's got his look?
Let me look at you.
That's who I was.
Daniel Craig.
Don't you think? Or am I?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's who he thought I was when he first saw us.
No, I thought that's.
Could you imagine Daniel Craig down here?
I don't know. You sometimes you get.
It's alright, we've got
Yes.
another security guard up there. He looks like James Arthur. You know the singer?
Really?
Yeah.
Which one's James Arthur? I'm terrible
He
names.
was on X Factor, wasn't he?
And the
Oh.
singer, pop
Yeah, he
star.
was,
He's a
aye.
pop star, yeah.
Oh, well, no, I'm terrible at things
Another
like
guy
that.
looks like him, and then when we go out, they're like, "Oh, it's James Arthur." So we take the piss out of him.
Are we allowed to have a quick film of the van and then get off? Would they
no,
let us?
Actually, not allowed beyond this point.
Right.
So, like, from here, it's like private.
So we've hired it off the council, so it now belongs to us.
What if we still got our swimming pool pass?
Really swimming pool, lass.
You get a swimming pool pass for here.
That
means I can go
in.
Could you imagine? Coming in.
We're coming in, we've got a pass.
How long has it been derelict?
How long's it been?
Only about 4 or 5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not
So
long.
what they do, close this and build the one along there?
Oh yeah, the new one.
And then this was set on fire, wasn't it?
How was it?
Kids proper went to town on it.
I suppose that's all fire back there, the back of the wall or what?
It was venue. It was a good venue with that. Because of the, because it's a boxing glove,
Inside still smells like swimming pool, when you get that smell.
Yeah, that chlorine.
Yeah, it's still smelling.
But you see, the moment that film goes out, this is a tourist attraction. That'll be that. Yeah, well, that's why I bet the council do it up, because they're going to make money.
Well,
It's
a listed
instant.
building, so they can't knock it down.
No,
So they might as well do something with it.
although they did stop that pub, did it? Ollie?
That's the latest.
A few residents have said that to me, yeah. That's what
That was in paper.
Is skating big round here then? Because
If they make it into a major venue for
Yeah.
skating and sort it out, then
You do get a few down in city centre.
do you?
Yeah.
if they make
Get
it a
few
proper
down
skate
there.
park, the kids will come, won't they?
Yeah.
But there is nothing for kids around here, is there? I mean, you're a youngster, there's no, is there?
I'm a youngster too.
So am I.
I'm from Leeds, though. I'm
Yeah,
from Leeds.
I were over in Leeds
The-
over
the-
Temple Newsom.
Yeah, that's the other side. I mean, the trouble with this side is you're high up, so it's always colder than just down there. You're in the. I mean, I've always noticed when it snows, you get bad up here. Down there, you might not see any snow. Up here, ugh.
See, this bit of Manchester Road that runs up the back has got like a climate of its own. I can be driving up from Rose, we can have snow, drop down, there's nothing, and then
Yeah.
up here it can be absolutely thick. And get a bit further up and it's gone again. It's weird, this little bit.
But it's like if you drive through Ilkley. The moment you hit Ilkley, suddenly the weather can be really naff, and yet you can be leaving the sun. It's weird, isn't it? It's that Manchester weird thing.
The weirdest place is Scotland, because you can be here and it's chucking it down and just walk over there and it's cracking flags. It's the weirdest thing. They all have their own little microclimates.
Is that your guy, the grassy guy, going? Oh, it's getting cold. I don't think I'll stay. Have you nearly finished here then? Oh, you've got a few more hours.
No, they're nearly finished, mate.
Yeah. Is anyone
Tea
famous
time.
in there?
5 o'clock, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I nearly finished.
Anyone famous in there, or is it just?
No, it's just upcoming people that nobody's heard of.
Oh, that's nice to them, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'll be. Are they dressed as zombies or not?
Hopefully this will make them,
Yeah. Well, it'll be. I mean, this film, unless they make a complete pig's ear of it, it'll probably be quite. The trouble is, it'll be pirated with the moment it's launched. That's the danger. Everything's pirated, isn't it? So.
Oh, should we go get some tea?
Oh yes, please. I'll have what you have.
Chippy,
We're
yeah,
having
chippy.
Yorkshire pudding and
Yorkshire
roast
pudding.
beef.
I got chippy. Fish and
Roast beef,
chips.
Yorkshire pudding.
I'll have mushy peas on mine.
Yeah, I've finished. It's cold.
Fish and chips, yes.
Oh.
Well, good luck, love. You have your own
Are they
van,
making it
so,
all?
yeah.
Yeah, we get fed. We get
Yeah,
fed.
try a Bradford fish and chips if you can buy it.
You're in Bradford, aren't
Mushy
you?
peas.
Alright. Some of the best curries in the world are down there, mate.
No. But yeah, fish and chips. And mushy
Go down
peas.
to Karachi's in town. It's one of the best curry houses
Yeah.
ever. And it's old fashioned. Rick Stein come over and did some cooking there. And you go in and it's like a transport cafe, but it is the best curry you can get.
And it's cheap.
Just at the back of Bradford Una.
Bradford where?
Una.
Just have a curry, maybe.
What's it on? It's on Karachi Street. It is on Karachi Street.
Is that?
It's out there from Bradford Mall.
Nice to meet you guys. Anyway.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm getting off too.
Good luck.
Yeah, Skybar Skill tomorrow. That's what I'd do. Sod it. Alright, I'll see you later.
of dedication.
Yeah, I have to
You
come
know.
and see it. There were no chance that
It's not something you see every day in Bradford, so yeah.
I'll tell you what was a good film set, that it was for Netflix, that one with Alpha Whitney, and they took over a section and literally turned it into 1940s. It was, because you know that in Bradford there's some really run down buildings, even worse, I mean these like really, and the complete, put posters up, everything. That was quite impressive, and within 10 minutes they pulled it all down. It was insane to watch. But
They come in quick, they leave even quicker.
yeah. Well, you see, no one really, I mean, I don't think people realise you're filming because it just looks like normal. I drove past and thought, oh, they're not doing anything. And then I saw the light.
Yeah.
But I read about you seeing the papers, but, you know, it's, anyway, you might have, I'll see you later, have fun.
See you later.
Hopefully the weather, because if it's cold tomorrow, God, it'll be awful here. Yeah, high up. Yeah, bring jumpers. I'll see you later. Hi. Oh. I'll leave it there. It's getting cold. Don't think we're going to say anything. Can I get out this way? Oh, it's cold. Really, really cold. Oh, final scene. Oh. I think that's a sports centre. Oh dear. Might go film a bit more. Oh, it's cold. Frozen, and I'm full of cold. Most fish and chip shops have closed down round here, I think. Oh dear. Yeah, I bet this becomes a tourist place. You see, you can't see it from there. Oh, anyway, I'll get off, folks. Bye. There's not much more to see, actually. Well, I don't know. Oh dear. Dun, 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 dun. I'm full of cold. Well, I might as well try and make it to 2 hours. 1 hour 50. Oh, I'm cold. I'm going to be going home in peak traffic as well, so that'll be fun. And I don't know if hopefully I've got to remember to check if I've gone in the air zone. Oh dear. Hopefully I've missed it. No, the copyright music, quite bad copyright music, rubbish music if anything, rubbish music, rubbish music. Anyway, I'll leave it there, folks. Bye.